Hello DCT family and welcome back. Today we're going to understand Michaelis-Menten using a very simple analogy, the pharmacist analogy. If you've ever worked in a pharmacy or even visited one, you already understand enzyme kinetics, and I will prove that to you in this video. So without any further ado, let's dive right in. Imagine a pharmacist standing behind the counter. This pharmacist represents an enzyme. Patients walking toward the counter are substrate molecules. One patient comes in, the pharmacist helps them right away. More patients come, the pharmacist works faster. But there's a limit to how fast they can work, right? For example, if 500 patients suddenly run into the pharmacy, can the pharmacist work infinitely fast, or do they eventually max out? Exactly, they max out. So Vmax in Michaelis-Menten represents the pharmacist who is fully busy and they physically cannot work any faster. That's what happens to enzymes when all active sites are filled. Now let's talk Km, the tricky part. And here I want you to imagine two kinds of patients. Patient type 1, super decisive. They walk straight to the pharmacist. Hi, I need help with so-and-so. These patients are easy to work with. And the pharmacist starts working quickly, even if there are only a few patients like this. This is low Km. Moving to patient type 2, the confused wanderer. This patient wanders around, looks at vitamins, checks toothpaste, doesn't commit to asking anything. The pharmacist needs a lot of these hesitant patients before they really start working at a fast pace. This is high Km. Say this with me. Km is needy material, and it represents how much substrate the enzyme needs to reach half of its max speed. If it needs little, that is low Km, which is also an indicator of strong binding. And if it needs a lot, that is high Km and reflects weak binding. Done. You just mastered Km. Now let's put it all together with the curve. When the pharmacy is slow, few patients, the pharmacist's speed increases rapidly as more patients enter. Then, as the pharmacy gets busier, the speed increases, but not as dramatically. Finally, when the pharmacy is packed and the pharmacist is maxed out, that top flat part of the curve, that's Vmax. And speaking enzymes, you know the substrate concentration when the reaction rate is half of the Vmax, right? So the equation is basically asking how much substrate you have, how fast the enzyme could go, how needy the enzyme is. That's Michaelis-Menten. Now let's bring this to the real world. Your pharmacokinetics file mentions nonlinear kinetics with drugs like phenytoin and salicylic acid, where metabolic enzymes become saturated. Think of phenytoin this way. The liver enzyme handling phenytoin is like a pharmacist who gets overwhelmed by the many patients they need to serve. So if you increase the phenytoin dose slightly, you suddenly have way more patients than the pharmacist can handle. Levels shoot up and toxicity happens. This is exactly why phenytoin doses must be increased slowly, and therapeutic drug monitoring is essential. See, I told you that you know it already. Drop very maxed in the comments to know you have made it till here, and check the first comment for another good tip that will help you. Until next time, as always, stay fabulous wherever you are.